Hey guys, real quick before we start the video, I recently posted the biggest project I've ever made on YouTube to my other channel, Muptown Funk. It's a massive vlog of my recent trip to Disney World, full of a bunch of fun travel and ride footage, as well as fun facts and trivia about every ride I go on. So if you're a fan of my content, or just a Disney fan in general, make sure to go to Muptown Funk and check out that video. A link to it will be in the pinned comment. Thank you. Now on to the video. Color Changers GRC Francesco Bernoulli is an item that released a few months ago, but I wasn't able to find it until just this past weekend. And I'm really glad I was able to finally pick it up, since it's a pretty unique item. Francesco is a character I love collecting variants of, and it's not every day he receives a new variant. This is his third color changer ever, following the white and red one from 2011, the red and dark blue one from 2020, and now of course we have this one as well. But what makes this one, which changes from yellow to red, especially unique is the fact that it's themed after his look from the GRC toy line. This item is a follow-up to the GRC Lightning McQueen color changer that we saw in late 2024, an item that had a good deal of hype around it, as it was our first ever time getting an expanded universe themed color changer. Now, Francesco's our second example of this, and in a few months we're set to get even more expanded universe color changers, as the Race and Rescue toy line is set to receive a few here at some point in 2025. And unfortunately, I think that's caused this Francesco to kind of fall by the wayside. Chronologically, this is the final GRC item we've gotten in the Cars diecast line. And unless we get the rest of the World Grand Prix racers next year, which I really highly doubt at this point, Color Changers GRC Francesco may very well be the final new GRC item ever released in the Cars diecast line. Again, only time will tell, but I think it's a pretty safe bet at this point to assume that that might be the case. And it's kind of a shame that he's an item that's already fallen into obscurity just a few months after his release. He's a follow-up to another color changer. Like I said, I didn't really see him. Didn't really seem to make waves when he released. Not many people were talking about him. And he's easily been overshadowed both by the color changer that came before him, the GRC McQueen, and the color changers that are coming out after him, the new Race and Rescue one. So I want to give what may be our final GRC item here his time in the spotlight. Let's get started taking a look at GRC Color Changers Francesco. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another review and to another color changer review. You already know the drill. We're going to be taking a look at this new Francesco, so let's get started. It's very cool to see that they altered the card back style of the color changers to fit the GRC background and theming with the hexagons and the GRC logo there and all that. I really wish the Race and Rescue color changers did something similar. They just added the Race and Rescue logo down here, I think, and that's basically it. But yeah, I really love the commitment to the GRC packaging everywhere it was used, in the main line, on the mini racers, and also here. Francesco's name written down there, and of course his artwork has been altered to be the GRC art. On the back you can see that he changes from red to yellow there in warm water. My friend Cars Ignite 95 has referred to this Francesco as the banana, and you know what? Honestly, I can't argue with that. I feel like this is going to be one of those color changers that isn't very well liked, just because not all that much of the item changes color. GRC Francesco does have significantly less red on him than regular Francesco. If you look at your regular Francesco, see, you could have that whole middle part of him change color. He's already not an item where much of him changes color, but now he's going to be an item where even less of him does. So I could see people not being a big fan of him, but hey, that's what you sign up for when you make a color changer of a character like Francesco. So here he is out of the package, and the warmth of my hand is already starting to change his color back. We've seen yellow and red color combinations on color changers an absolute ton over the years. I'd say it's probably the most common color combination in the entire color changers line, but I don't know, it works, and it's one that we've never seen here on Francesco before, and honestly, I'm really interested to see what a yellow Francesco looks like. Much like the GRC McQueen color changer, it seems this Francesco is basically a carbon copy of his plastic playset release from last summer, although there are a few changes. Most notably, the expression is actually different between these two. Maybe that's not entirely intentional, but it does look like this one has the eyebrows lowered a bit more, looks a bit angrier. Honestly, I kind of prefer it to the expression on the plastic Francesco. I don't know why I still have this. Usually I repaint the plastic cars I get and my duplicates and stuff, but I just haven't found a purpose for this Francesco just yet. I don't know. Which of the GRC Francesco expressions do you prefer? Let me know in the comments. I honestly might like the color changers one the best. I like that really determined facial expression there. I'm not sure though. Other than that, you can see that the details that are missing on the plastic variant are missing here on the color changer. Most notably, he doesn't have those really nice blue highlights that Francesco has. A small detail, but a small detail that makes the original diecast kind of pop and look more unique, in my opinion. He's also, unfortunately, missing the Rotelli tires text on the tire, and he's also missing Francesco's secondary sponsors. The color changers have almost always had slightly less detail than the regular items, but yeah, as you can see, Francesco's got a few little things that are not present on him. We've got his number one up there with the GRC logo, the white with the hexagons. They actually put the hexagons on him, which is really nice. I wasn't expecting that, not to the extent that they're on the original. Again, it matches the design of the plastic one here, but I'm happy to see them adding detailing here, this very thin hexagon line work on the part of Francesco that is going to change colors. Of course, we have color changers have decals on the parts where they change color all the time. I mean, we see it there on Francesco. You know, when you have a McQueen, he's going to have all the McQueen decals and still change colors. It's not an issue. It's not that they can't put decals on the parts where they change color. It's just that I didn't expect to see that with the hexagons because they're so thin and so subtle. So I'm happy to see them get on there a little bit, even if it's not as much as the original diecast has. GRC logo there, and there as well. On the back, we've got nothing going on except for Francesco's lights, although that is accurate. Actually, those aren't his. Wait a minute, those aren't his lights. That's just his body. Okay, looks like the base here is actually yellow. Okay, very interesting. I thought those were lights. Nope. Okay, he's also missing this green part here, but let me guess. Is that on? Yep. Look at that. Look at that. See? He has the red part of the base sticking out, just like how this one has a yellow part of the base sticking out. Yeah, again, clearly very much based on that. It's going to be interesting to see the Race and Rescue color changers if they match any sort of plastic items we might get. I don't think any of the Race and Rescue color changers that have been confirmed are ones that come in our one Race and Rescue playset. They aren't, but if they do another one in the future, again, it'll be interesting to see if they reflect those. There's a look at the other side, and finally, there's a look at the base. So now, let's watch Francesco here turn into a banana. Let's go. All right, so we got our warm and cold water. Usually I use much deeper water containers, but Francesco's so thin that I got these little thin ones. So we're gonna start off, you know what, let's start off by turning him back to red. There we go. The red on him is really interesting. As you saw earlier on in the video, it is a bit different than the red on his other plastic release. It's a lot more matte looking, honestly. I don't know how I feel about it. It's not as glossy as you would expect from a Francesco. But now if we move him into the yellow, okay, that is wow, that's pretty bold, honestly. I don't know how I feel about that. That is really interesting. I think he's a case where if the wheels also change color, which isn't something color changers do, but if they did, I think I'd like him a lot more. But yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. Cars Ignite was right. He does really look like a banana. I don't know. I like seeing color changers, you know, use colors that the characters are not, but I don't know where I stand on this one. It's really clean. Something I really love is that, you know, Francesco's GRC design has the Italian flag going this way, so changing one color on it is really clean. It cuts off here at the black line, and you have the two other colors. It just completely changes up his look. in a really distinct way. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. Look at that, you have like a cool sunset look. Honestly, I think I like this quite a bit more than I thought I would. I know I complained that maybe not that much of him would change color, but honestly, I really like how this one turned out. There you have it, guys. A look at the Color Changers GRC Francesco, what may very well be our final GRC item. Great line. I'm gonna miss it, but also I'm happy to no longer have to talk about these little hexagons on all these cars. Actually, I do still have 2 more GRC items to review, so I'll see you guys around. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.